Welcome to episode 24, Scratch Social. How are things, Eimear?
Things are absolutely great, bar the fact that I did the first ever high rocks class of my life today, and I was fighting for my life after 5 minutes. My heart rate went to 181. That's all I'll say. I'm still roasting. I'm coming down still, and we're all good. How are you?
I'm good. You're an absolute glutton for punishment. Like you have a dodgy knee.
Yeah.
And
Dodgy knee, I have a dodgy wrist.
When did you decide to sign up for this high rocks?
Yesterday.
It was a high rocks class, right? It wasn't a full high rocks race, was it?
No, I did. It was actually a beginner high rocks, and we only did 3 exercises, but I went out of the traps way too fast, and I paid the price, and I only lasted 20 minutes.
Sure, didn't you get 20 minutes in?
Exactly. How are you doing? How was the last couple of days for you?
It was great. The last week has been great. It's springtime in Ireland. Look at that big yellow thing in the sky the last couple of days. And at the time of recording, which was on Monday, I got the best news ever today. I'm playing Portmarnock tomorrow when this goes out yesterday. So hopefully, it's been a great day yesterday.
Well, I think our listeners are going to deserve to hear what you'd like to shoot and then what you will actually shoot next week. So what are the goals?
God, the goals have a good time. Honest to God, it's kind of a golf day with some notoriety. I'm not the notoriety. And I'm just looking forward to have a good day and experience Portmarnock. I'm not bringing the camera. It's not a content day type of thing. There might be the odds swing video if I sneak in the Irish sports stand, but that's not the priority. I'm just going to have a good time, play well, because I think I've been recruited because of my handicap and not who I am. Have you any idea how I'm? What's that quote? Have you any idea what's a big deal I am? From Anchorman.
Yeah.
My goal is to have a good time, get to know the group I'm paired with. I don't know any of them, but I will prepare. I think I'm teeing off around 12, so I'm going to hopefully be in Portmarnock between 10 and 10:30. Go warm up, hit balls, check in, keep mobile, and yeah, have a good time.
I think since all the work that you've been doing with Ryan Gribben, this is going to be the first, I would say, after like 2 months of working with him, is that now? The first like proper outing where you really are going to show up and everything that you've been practicing will actually come to the fore, or not.
I'll try and bring that mindset to the course, you know. I'm on their website now. I changed up there's a red 9, blue 9, yellow 9. Can any Portmarnock members please tell me which is like the usual routing? Because I know if I was on the course where to go, but which is the standard routing? Is it red 9, blue, or is it blue and yellow? Or I don't know. What did you play the other week?
I think I played blue and yellow. We started on the first tee right by the clubhouse, and then our back 9 started right by the clubhouse as well.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to bring up a scorecard. Look, I'm going to try and shoot my handicap. I'm going to try and be 5 over or better.
Nice. Well,
that's
best of luck. Goal. Keep us posted.
Sound. There'll be no posting going on, but sure, we'll have a chat with you next Monday and see where we are on that front. And if I go very quiet, you know what happened. I got Portmarnock.
I learned it last week, as I was saying to you, what I learned at Portmarnock was there's just, as you said, there's nowhere to hide. So this is really good. So just remember that tomorrow. There is nowhere to hide, Paddy, and try avoid those Harry Cole bunkers because they are everywhere.
At least in Lahinch, I can hide at the bottom of a sand dune or something.
Yeah, you can.
Come here to me. You were playing golf and you won something. Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with?
There. Sorry, your screen froze. Are you here? Oh yeah, fab. We'll AI that out. So I was very lucky to be invited to the Women in Sport Scramble, which is hosted by Jacqui Hurley and Golf Ireland. And for those who don't know about this Women in Sport Scramble, it's basically any female, I suppose, who they could get hold of. Jacqui has an amazing network, and so does Golf Ireland. Any female working in the sporting industry in Ireland who is willing to try golf, who's an athlete, who's either working on the comm side of sport within Sport Ireland across all the sports that they have. There was, I think, 80 women playing golf, and I would say 40 of them might have been new to it. It was absolutely amazing. I had been invited to this for the last 3 years, but I couldn't make it because I was in London. And I cannot wait for this event again next year. It was hosted on the Palmer South Course at the K Club, which is the host of the 2026 KPMG Women's Irish Open. And something that we surprised people with was the winning team of the Women in Sport Scramble, sponsored by AIG, was given a Pro-Am spot in this year's KPMG Women's Irish Open. But we didn't tell people before the tournament, because then it might have gotten like super competitive. But a brilliant team won. I think they shot like 4 under, shot the lights out. And it was absolutely amazing. And me, I was very lucky. As you know, I've been in the gym. I won the longest drive.
Okay, stall the ball now. Slow your roll. We're gonna interrogate this experience now, right?
Love it.
Okay. South course in the case. So you won the longest drive. So what hole was the longest drive on? 7 or another one?
9. Sorry, no, our 9th, which was the 18th. The 18th.
Oh man,
final hole.
So on the South course, for people who haven't played it, you basically have a lake all in front of you on the tee box. It runs down all the left side of the hole. It's a par 5.
Yep.
And then on the far side, there's a couple of big sand traps. Oh, sorry, I'm sitting in masters mode.
Yeah.
They're not bunkers, they're sand traps, they're bunkers. On the other side of that, you've who's your man who won Big Brother? Brian.
Oh, Brian
Dowling.
Keating?
It's not Dowling.
Brian Keating. Brian.
Who won? I have to Google this now. Brian, Big Brother, Ireland. It's not Brian Dowling. Yeah, Brian Dowling. I was right first time.
Well done.
So his house is over there, so you don't want to be hitting into Brian Dowling's house. So what part you have to cut off? How much of the lake did you decide to cut off with your drive?
So it was very windy and the wind was going from right to left. So I didn't have to cut too much of the lake off. We were also playing off the red tee, so I was a little bit forward. But I think my drive landed, I'd say 265, 270, because I was just hitting a wedge to the green. There was a huge wind helping us, to be honest. And I absolutely smoked it. I would hit a natural draw with the drive anyway. So that is my shot shape. So look, it just got a good bounce and it ran on. And
got a good bounce. Oh yeah.
No, and I was lucky. I was actually lucky because I was just in the fairway. And there was another girl called Eimear who was only about 5 yards behind me. So it was great. Now there was 2 9s. So one scramble team played the back 9 and one played the front 9. So Nora Stapleton from Sport Ireland won the longest drive in the front 9. But I'd love to know how far she hit it. And that's just my ego, because I want to know, did I have the longest drive on the day? I might even message her.
Do let us know. Put up a screenshot. Call her out.
Yeah, I will.
And come here to me. South Course, venue for the KPMG Women's Irish Open. To be honest, I sneaky sometimes, depending on, like, you wake up different every day. Some days I wake up and I'm like, I prefer the South Course, and some days I wake up and I say I prefer the North Course. So I don't know. Have you played both?
No, I haven't played both. I've only played the South, but I have seen a few quite big creators playing in the K Club in the last couple of months, and one particularly big YouTube channel, The Golf Supply, did announce that they prefer the South Course of the K Club, which is amazing. So we're very lucky that the KPMG Women's Irish Open is going to be played on that course. But Paddy, I think that 18th finishing hole is going to be the make or break of somebody's tournament at the Women's Irish Open. It is so exciting. It's a risk reward. In our scramble, we had myself and Adriana Reardon, who's the lady captain at the Hermitage or the Heritage. I can't remember. I need to fact check.
Hermitage is Lucan and the Heritage is in Leisure.
Yes,
is in Killinards.
So she's the lady captain at the Heritage. And then we played with Louise Quinn, who is an ex-soccer player, and Jenny Murphy, who's an ex-rugby player. Great crack, had never played golf. But I was sort of the lowest handicap, and then it was Adriana, and then it was the 2 girls, and everybody still played really well. But Paddy, we bogeyed it after my long drive. We bogeyed it.
It's how you drive, it's how you arrive.
Oh, stop. It was just, I got over the green, I got over the water onto the island green, and then we took 4 strokes, and it was very poor. But sure, look, it is.
Well, it's not about the performance, it's all about the day and the experience. Of the 18 holes, you've kind of got a precursor to it. You might be able to caddy for someone now in the KPMG Women's Irish Open, because you've played it one more time maybe than they have. Favourite couple of holes? I won't ask you to call out one in particular, but is there a couple that really stand out to you? They're like, I'd love to go play that one again.
I just think the last 3 holes, 16, 17, 18, they're amazing. There's a par 3 there as well. It's so good. It's so freaking good. But I have to say, I'd love to just play the 18th again. For me, that was the one. Do you know what hole I actually love?
The one that got away.
I love the first. Because even I piped my drive straight down the fairway, but there's a dip in the fairway and then the green is elevated and there's bunkers and rough at the front. Went into the bunker with my first shot. So it's not an easy golf course, and I was playing off the reds. So for the pros coming for the tournament in August, they're going to be playing off the white tees. that is a totally different ballgame. I would imagine the scores won't be as low as they've been in previous years of the Women's Irish Open, but let's wait and see. But I think there's so many nice holes. There's really nice little pockets around the golf course. I think the fourth hole is a par 5, really nice par 5, blind second shot. That's another beautiful golf hole. Again, it's risk reward because there's bunkers all around the green. So I can't actually pick a favourite. I just really, really like the course. And funnily enough, Paddy, if I don't enjoy a golf course, I don't tend to remember the holes, but I actually remember most of the holes at the K Club.
Do you remember Swallows Quarry, I think it's called?
No.
Swallows Quarry is the 7th hole, par 5, water all the way down the right. And there's like exposed rock on the right as well.
Yes.
Now, rumour has it, I've never hit the rocks there, right? But rumour has it they're like Warner Brothers rocks. They're not real rocks. So if you hit them with your golf ball, it's like ding. Never experienced that myself. Because I tend to go left, not right, especially in that hole.
We'll
so
see
I was wondering,
now.
did you get any dings? But it's a gorgeous golf hole.
Yeah.
K Club South Course was the first tournament I ever went to.
No way. Life. Which tournament?
It was the Smurfit European Open. I was 17 years of age, so it was 2004, maybe 2000. It was 2004. I was 17 that year. Retief Goosen won it.
Wow.
He had just won the US Open a couple of weeks prior, and he just floated to victory that week. Wow. He was unstoppable, gettable. I wasn't driving at the time. I got the train up to Houston. There was no Google Maps. This is 2004, folks. There's no Google Maps. There's no, I didn't even have I had like a Nokia 3310.
Oh, those were the days playing Snake.
Snake 1. Oh, not even Snake 2. And I didn't know where Straffan was. So I got off from Houston into taxi. I was carrying a hinge, so I was loaded. So I get into taxi. Straffan, please. And he goes, that's going to be like £50. I was like, grand.
No problem.
17-year-old goes, yeah, fine. I was staying in B&B, literally across the road. And who was in the B&B with me? Louis Oosthuizen. Hadn't a clue who he was. Hadn't a clue who he was. All I remember is I couldn't pronounce the surname on the bag. And himself and the caddy were at the small little B&B. He was about 19 years old, 20 himself. He was only a couple years older than me. And I was there the Saturday, Sunday. And the caddy had me, would you bring that over there? You bring it over with me, the golf bag. So I was carrying Oosthuizen's bag over, and each day I got a big plastic bag, were a thing back then, kids. Got a big plastic bag from the caddy each day of Pro V1s that Louis, I don't know, had taken from the range or didn't need. Or Paddy Egypt here, Paddy Culchie, Paddy Sheltered was carrying around a big bag of like 20 Pro V1s in a plastic bag all day.
Hilarious.
But yeah, it's a good memories for me, but it's an awesome golf course.
So yeah.
The Smurfit European Open, 04 to 07. It's had, of course, the K Club Pro Am there. The Irish Challenge has been there the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. And the KPMG Women's Irish Open from the 27th to the 30th of August.
Yes, sir.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. But come here to me. Was there a grope when you arrived? We had this in a podcast a few weeks ago if we were doing our own golf day. What was the player experience? And after that, we'll go into how did the non-golfers get on? What was the formats?
Paddy.
Experience first. Hit me.
Oh my God. Okay, so I arrived and Golf Ireland were there with goodie bags. They were full of snacks, cap, a towel from AIG. What else? We got some Revive Active. We got loads of few bits. It was fab. But went out of the golf course. That was all good. Blew a gale, got soaked in hailstones at one stage, but we had the crack. But after the golf, they had a barbecue. Oh,
go away.
My God.
That's what you would have going to have. That's what you had in your list.
Paddy.
Just feed them.
I was thinking of you when I was there and I was like, feck, I need to send him a photo or video of this because this is exactly what I'll do. So we had
brilliant
burgers, beef burgers, chicken fillets, sausages, potato salad, every salad under the sun, veg, everything. It was just fab. They did it in the ballroom in the South Course clubhouse. That clubhouse.
That's been refurbished, right? That was refurbished like last year, I think.
Yes, and I believe that's the biggest clubhouse in Europe. I think we might fact check it. But
subject to fact check, folks.
Yes, something. But anyway, food, 10 out of 10. I filled my plate so much, right? And then they were calling out the prizes and I was like trying to get through my food and then I couldn't. And then I went up and got my prize. When I came back, I was like, I look like such a savage because I'm eating through the whole thing. But it was just so nice. So then I had to leave my plate and I was sad. And then we had dessert and it was just amazing. The whole day was so much fun and so fab. And even myself and my own colleagues at Forefront, Ruth and Kira, we were like, we need to do more of this. Like, we need to socialize with non-golfers and encourage more women to get into the game. And, you know, obviously we run the Women's Irish Challenge, the Women's Irish Open, and we hold the keys as well to a lot of these things. So we really need to find a way to engage more of the non-golfers, because the non-golfers had the time of their lives. And it's really funny. So I played with Louise Quinn, who was an ex-soccer player, and Jenny Murphy, ex-rugby. They'd never picked up a golf club in their lives. Well, Louise had once or twice. Louise was super talented. Jenny just never even held a golf club, but was like well able to smack it when she connected. But I swear to God, I actually felt responsible for them the whole way around. So I ended up turning into a golf coach. And it was only in like the fourth hole they realised I'm not a golf coach. I was like, no, I'm a marketing officer of the company that runs the Women's Irish Open. They're like, wait, you don't coach. I was like, no, I just feel responsible for you because I want you to have fun. Because what was so amazing about the athletes, and I noticed this last year at the Women's Irish Open Pro-Am when there was athletes playing, they take instruction so well. And this all came about because when I hit the first drive, when we started the scramble, Jenny and Louise, they didn't really know how to set up or whatever, but they said to me, how do you do that? Like, how do I set up? Where do I put the ball? How do I link my hands? So I just showed them. And Paddy, Louise actually piped a drive dead straight down the fairway, 10 yards behind mine. And then Jenny's went left. But you tell them once and they pick it up. Putting, pacing, that's where, like, professional athletes, they're just unbelievable to take instruction even if they've never played the sport in their life.
And I suppose that's the format then as well helped it being is a scramble, right?
Yeah, scramble. Yeah.
So the format just kept it fun and kept it enjoyable for the day. Lovely. Very nice.
Yeah, so it was amazing. It was a great day. Like, massive kudos to Golf Ireland and Jacqui Hurley, because I left so inspired and I was like, I need to try do this for women. You know, it was just, people had an absolute ball. And Ruth, my colleague, said an amazing phrase to me about a couple of weeks ago. Somebody said to her, he said, just when people are coming to a golf club, just remember, people are actually coming in a good mood to enjoy themselves and have a great time. They never come in a bad mood. They never. So the experience might turn them into a bad mood if something's happened. But like those girls, they were so open. They knew. One girl was in Doc Martens and leopard print jeans. And they just, it was amazing. So look, it was awesome. And yeah, I can't wait for next year.
Very good. Well, I like to see myself as an ally.
Yes.
I think it's called. So yeah, and then I can do to help there. You know, if I can help.
Oh, I will be calling on you, my friend. I will be calling on you. But aside from that, we had a couple of other bits in the world of golf. Paddy, I know you watched a little bit of the RBC, but you were actually busy watching another really good piece of content over the weekend.
Yeah, RBC Heritage. I was kind of keeping tabs on it. It was kind of on for 10 minutes or so. You see, the United match took precedence on Saturday night, 8 o'clock, Chelsea away. You know what I mean? And did the business. Never a doubt, was there? And then that went on till late, and it was like, well, just kind of tune out. Watched Matt Fitzpatrick play his last hole. It was like, oh, nice. You got like a 1,000,000 shot lead, 3-4 shot lead. Okay. It turned it on Sunday morning before bringing a child to a play date, before we spontaneously went couch shopping for some reason in the afternoon. But that's a different podcast. That's like Home Improvements podcast. Or How to Stay Married podcast. But yeah, so watched Matt tee off, I think on like third or fourth hole, and he went up to a 4-shot lead. So I was like, this is a foregone conclusion. He's won here before. There's a fella called Scotty he's playing with, and he's like 2 under through 4 holes or 5 holes. Against Scotty, like he's this wrapped up, you know, Ryder Cup Matt. And it's funny because we were watching Full Swing that night. And Full Swing, by the way, it was like 7 or 8 episodes. This year, 4.
Yeah.
4. I'm like, what? So yeah. But it's funny that the last episode, I won't ruin it, but we all know what happened in the Ryder Cup. Matt Fitz was 5 up and got a half. He was 5 up through 7.
Yeah.
Got a half.
Who was he 5 up against? Because I have a thought about this. Oh, yeah. Okay. So could you imagine, though, Paddy, Bryson chasing you or Scotty Scheffler chasing you, okay, and you're Matt Fitzpatrick. Do you remember as a child when your brother or sister was chasing you down the stairs?
I was the older brother. I was good.
Or in the bungalow? That feeling of being that scared, I can imagine, that is how Matt Fitzpatrick felt. So you're never comfortable, even if you're a few paces ahead.
Yeah. My wife, non-golfer, kind of a quasi-avid golf watcher via me, even she knows. Scotty Scheffler is inevitable. But yeah, it was just funny. The Saturday night we watched him capitulate on full swing and get a half when really he should have won like 7-6 or 6-5 or 4-3, and even 2-1, even a 1-up victory. We got the half in the end. And then I turn on I'm scrolling, thinking the golf was over, and it's like Matt Fitz on playoff hole number 1. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Let's turn on the golf.
Yeah.
So yeah, watched him. He didn't like his approach shot, his 4-iron. But I went into 13 feet. And what I didn't hear it in the coverage, but it was mentioned in the interview afterwards, was they were all chanting USA, USA. So when you held the putt, it's like David Beckham in 2001 when he scored a goal away. Like, I can't hear you now. But it's funny, he was like, I didn't mind it. It wasn't overly raucous. They're just supporting their guy.
Look, yeah, it happens all the time now, you know, and Matt Fitzpatrick and Lefty, like the British guys, they do lean into it. Like they kind of like it. It gets the people going. So
but what I liked about him, he said, everyone has a short memory. We won in October.
Yeah.
So he knows how to quieten them. Fair play to him.
He does.
But yes, I was not really watching the RBC Heritage, but I was just keeping tabs.
I love how well he always plays at Harbour Town. The wind at that golf course, oh my God, it really reminds me of Irish links. And I think with Matt, me and you have spoken about the stack system. So I did it a couple of years ago and you've been working on it as well. I'm going to restart it. Yeah, I'm going to restart the stack system next week because like his swing speed, his ability, the way he's able to hit the ball. And he's another person again, Paddy, who doesn't have a conventional golf swing. And it doesn't matter how, you know what I mean? It just how many matters. So like he's another guy, even like Kev is really inspired by his golf swing because a lot of hurlers, GAA players, they don't have a very conventional golf swing. And when you've got Matt whipping it around himself and, you know, it shows it's possible to be that good.
No, 100%. Absolutely. I'd be like, why wait till next week? Maybe you have to recover after your high rocks class. We'll see.
Yeah, I think so.
See what the downs are like. See what the downs are like tomorrow. Or when you get to my age, Eimear, it doesn't happen tomorrow. It happens in 2 days' time.
Okay.
It's when you start feeling the ache. That's when you know you're getting old. When you're fine the next day, you're like, oh, I'm grand.
Yeah.
And you actually have like kind of a chill day, and then
bang,
like workout plus 2 days arise, and you're like, holy Jesus, my legs are concrete.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing. Can't go upstairs. Nothing.
Hilarious.
But did you have a question for me?
I do. I was thinking about this earlier on. Now, I want you to answer it not by saying depends on which course I play or links or parkland. I just want to know.
You're going to cause trouble now and ask me to rank something or choose between one place and another. And I'd be like, that would be an ecumenical matter.
Paddy, which club in your golf bag do you use the least?
Hybrid. Especially in the last 4 months, 5 months, because I've not been playing much at all. But in general, it's like a specialist shot. It comes out if it's really windy at home, and at home you can't hit it too far in some holes. You can't hit it past 220, 230, depending where the wind is.
Mm-hmm.
So on some days I might hit it 14 times, but on other days I'd be like, I didn't get to hit that one today. For a while it became the comfort club. If I had like 205 to 230 left in, like the lower end should be 4-iron. I'm like, I don't trust myself to hit a good 4-iron. So I was like trying to hit soft hybrid all the time, but I'm trying to trust myself this year, the last few months. So yeah.
My least used club is my 4-iron. That is so funny you say that. It is. Look, it's a distance thing. And I was thinking about it with my 4-iron and I was like, do I switch to a hybrid? I was actually, and then I was, God, I must ask Paddy, which is his least used club. So it obviously does go down to the fact that if we're hitting drives, like the most common clubs we're using are like 7 to wedge. You know, they are the ones, probably the 7-iron is the most used, but like 4, 5, 6. And then it made me think, is there an opportunity to replace, or I really want to get into tinkering and trying new things, you know?
I really want to tinker and spend loads of money. I wouldn't tinker too much. I'd test.
Yeah.
I have an opportunity with 4Golf Customer Right to test if I want. I don't, maybe once a year I'll go in, maybe around April actually.
Yeah.
I'll go, I'm thinking about this or thinking about that. And I spend half an hour, 40 minutes with Derek. And he usually, but he'll always set me straight. I'm like, you don't need that. You don't need this. You don't need that.
I love that.
But I'd hit them all, and you know, this isn't an ad for Golf. Go to my other podcast for that. But like, that's the advantage of going to someone like Derek in 4Golf Customers. You can try all the tech.
Yeah.
You can try it all. So yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. And we've had some interesting visitors to our lovely small island of Ireland that is full of amazing golf courses.
We have Ellie's Ellie Skog, rhymes with Vogue.
Yes.
Is Swedish influencer, and she's been on my feed, my algorithm for months and months. Then I see she's in Waterville. I was like, oh, have a great trip.
Wow.
And she's doing a little tour of the Southwest, I think with Tourism Ireland. Hope she's having a great time. But Ellie strikes me like she's gone from here to massive amounts of followers because she's putting out super content. And bear in mind, there's snow in Scandinavia for like 4 months a year. But what struck me first was I kind of want to be, and me and the fashion and the apparel, I've got a few jobs already from at home, like back home from the lads. I want the Adidas tracksuits Ellie does be wearing. I want them.
Yeah.
I want them. But anyway, but there's the social media open with Experience Irish Golf Travel is on this week. Today would be day 2, I think, it being Wednesday today.
Yeah.
So that's run by Tom Kennedy and EIG Travel Ireland. And they remind me you've played in that event a few times.
It's an amazing event. So you play Ballybunion, Tralee, Dukes, and Countshabale.
My fave, yeah.
Yeah.
My fave. I played in it years. I played in it pre-COVID. And Countshabale wasn't on the road, but the rest were.
Oh,
it's so good.
You know what? I think Tom's been doing it for like 13 years and he has done some job of it. I haven't played it now the last 2 years, but I'm sure I've played it like 4 times. Unless Countshabale, I don't know if it's still on the rota. I'm sure it is. But yeah, super
it's on this
event.
Week,
yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, brilliant. Super event, brings over a lot of American tourists now. Very popular on social media. So yeah, and it gets the courses the green fees. So everybody wins.
Everybody wins. So if you're thinking about a little golf day, I'm all for like find a date. Find a day, make a day trip. In Ireland, we're only like 3.5 hours from like the maximum place you need to go unless you're going Rossapin or Cairn. It might be 6, depending where, like Wexford to Cairn. Do you know what I mean? But by and large, 3 hours you'll get somewhere.
Yeah.
Play around, have lunch, drive home. So if you are thinking about it, just check up EIG Travel. We know Tom very well, so we've no problem. When you don't get paid, it's promoting, is it? And when you do get paid, it's endorsing. Which is it?
Yes. When you don't get paid, it's promoting.
Yeah, so we're promoting because we're not getting paid. They're just great people. Subject to fact check, but we're not getting paid. We just like Tom and everything to do in EIG Travel.
Yep.
But if you are thinking of doing that day trip, just tune into EIG on socials and start following the people. Hannah Bliner is coming and Gabby Powell and one of our favourite people, Alicia. What's Alicia's surname? Carr? No, it's not Carr. Kuchar? No.
Alicia Carr?
Carr. It is Carr. So stay tuned to their socials. They all put on great content, but they'll be showcasing that part of the world today and tomorrow and over the next couple of days. So keep in mind where to stay, where to play, and what they're like. And hopefully still sunny today, Wednesday, as it has been the last couple of days.
Yeah, thank God the Americans brought the sun with them.
Ellie Skog rhymes with Vogue and her apparel and her gear. And I want to talk gear corner because I sent you a picture on our prestigious premium VIP, just the two of us, WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Of the Nike shoes, the Masters pack was released after the Masters. And I actually, when I was in America on holidays, the green pair were released over in America.
Is that the same?
And I almost bought them.
But is that the same luminous green they were wearing at the Masters? I don't think it is.
It's like a darker shade, I think.
Yeah, but like during the Masters, I just couldn't get over how much I loved Scotty Scheffler's shoes. And they're not on the market.
I thought they looked horrific on Scotty.
Oh, hilarious.
On Scotty, I thought they looked horrific. Couldn't take them seriously. But if they're on something like Tony Finau.
Yeah. Cool.
For whatever, he's a bit more street. I don't see Scotty's been street style.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Nike shoes hit my eye. I like them. I want them.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Air Jordan 1s. We've spoken about the Adidas gear, Adidas Originals that Ellie Skog rhymes with Vogue.
So good.
Wears. I did Google how to pronounce Skog. So Ellie, if you're listening, correct me if I'm wrong, and then you can correct Wikipedia after that.
Yes.
The Adidas gear. You mentioned the early doors, top of the year, when the golf course was getting new drivers. So Gear Corner, have you got that new driver, or are you still window shopping?
I'm still window shopping, and I've only really gotten into golf like since the weather's cleared up in the last 2 weeks. So I didn't want to jump the gun until like I have everything dialed in, because there's no point like 2 weeks into my season changing my driver and then all of a sudden my swing speed increases. I need like a stiffer shaft, whatever it is. So I'm not rushing into it, but I have to say When I played golf at Marty Carr 2 weeks ago at Portmarnock, he had that Ping G425 driver, and I have the 3-wood. And I told you this maybe on episode 2 or 3 of this podcast, that 3-wood is my favourite club I've ever owned in my life. So I will be starting with Ping, because I love the ping that club makes, and it is so forgiving. And I even watched him hit the driver. So I'm going to start with Ping and work my way around that, and we'll see how we go, but not for another 3 or 4 weeks once I get more reps in.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, try and get the new kit in the bag so that it's primed and ready for go time, which is like May onwards. So you've a couple of weeks yet. You're fine.
I do.
Fine.
And you, how's the bag looking, feeling? You're happy?
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. A lab putter went in like very end of the season last year, more of a kind of as to play its way out of the bag at this stage. But nothing new yet.
Nice.
We'll see. Everything is like me at work, depending on performance.
Yeah, love
if
that.
it ain't broke, don't fix it. For people who have their own opinions on gear, do those double swoosh Sevi-esque Nikes look good to you? Do you like Eddie Skog, Rounded Vogue's gear? Do you like the new QI40 from TaylorMade? Are you a Ping person? That Eimear here. Ping us at Scratch HQ on all social media, or the email is what, Eimear?
podcast@scratchsocialhq.com.
There we go. Up and down of the week, best segment in podcast world. So good it belongs on a mug or a t-shirt, or maybe a tour visor. Up and down on a tour visor, brought to you by Scratch Social. What is your up and down of the week?
So my up is that my sister got her first ever eagle yesterday, and she rang me.
These absolute bandits. You're getting long drive. And by the way, you didn't mention you also won closest to the pin, but you won't win 2 prizes. You told me the other day.
We have to be
modest. And then your sister's off getting eagles.
Yeah, she is. She got it on to 2 in a par 5 over in Bossy in France and sunk the putt, and rang me so elated after her game, and like, it is such an amazing feeling. So I'm absolutely thrilled for her. And then my down of the week is doing my high rocks class, or no, my baby high rocks, the baby high rocks of the 3 stations, realizing how unfit I am. So my down will be turning into an up soon, because I've realized how unfit I actually am in terms of cardiovascular fitness. And there we go. So Paddy, what is your up and down of the week?
Well, my up of the week is I got invited to play in a really nice place, Portmarnock, the best turf in the country. And I haven't played it in, I'd say 3 years maybe. 2 years, maybe 2 years ago. A good pal of mine brought me up maybe a couple of years ago. Which I look forward to it. And it's promised to be like the best weather of the year. It's promised to be like 25 degrees yesterday, Tuesday. So hopefully that all transpires. Looking to have a good time. Down of the week, work is really getting in the way of my golfing endeavours. But yeah, I've no down of the week this week. Things are just too good. Having a good time.
Good. Glad to hear it. And so that wraps up episode 24 of Scratch Social. I am Eimear.
I'm Paddy.
Slán Awalia.
Easy.